Hello, and welcome to Bengal Banter. I'm Brenton Tassell. Bengal Banter is produced by college students on the campus of Idaho State University. Today, Carolann Leuzinger is here to talk to us about her most recent encounter starring on a new reality show filmed right here at ISU known as Campus Clowns. First off, Carolann, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. We're glad you could join us for this interview.
I'm glad to be here. I'm looking forward to it.
First off, Carolann, how did you end up being a contestant on the show of Campus Clowns?
I was picked out of a crowd as I was sleeping, so it's just kind of random.
What were you thinking when you were awakened by the giant air horn in the video? Were you mad, startled? What kind of emotions did you have?
Frustrated and surprised because I wasn't expecting such a loud noise at all, but then I was kind of angry that I was woken up and then really curious as to why they were waking me up.
After you got awoken, I mean, obviously you pretty much wide awake at that point.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to participate in the show? Did you want a break from studying? Did it sound like a fun time, or did you do it just for the heck of it?
A little bit of everything. It sounded like fun. I wondered why they were waking me up. I thought I'd do it, break out of my comfort zone a little bit because I didn't know why I was going to be doing something like this.
Okay. Was there anything you expected to do before you were given the challenge, or were you completely clueless?
Clueless. I just knew I was going to have to do something that they told me to do. I had no idea what.
What did you end up having to do on the show? Was it just one task, or there multiple things you had to do?
There were a couple, but I think we ended up blending them into one. I ended up going up and talking to a total stranger about a couple different words that were given to me, and then I ended up closing her laptop on her while she was using it.
Okay. Well, everyone, luckily for us, we have a short clip that shows a glimpse of what Carolann went through while participating on Campus Clowns. Let's take a look.
And I want you to find someone who's on a computer. There's a couple people on computers over there.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up, you slam your computer, and just
Without
walk
any
off
warning,
without
just-
any warning. You just do it. If you do the bum fiddler and the slamming the computer together, I'll give you a free large pizza from Pizza Hut. Okay? All right. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go find someone to talk to. I wish you luck
I wish myself luck.
and Godspeed. Have fun.
Hello. Hi, my name's Carolann.
Oh, Michelle.
Do you mind if I sit here really quick? I have been just such a bum fiddler today. I just felt like I need to tell somebody that.
Oh.
Yes. It's kind of a new word to me. I'm deciding to use it more and more. And have you ever heard of the word fartlek? Do you even know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
What about haboob? Because that one's kind of a little weird to me.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, it was just a little survey. I was conducting personal experiment. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And I just won a free pizza from Pizza Hut from Awkward Awakenings at ISU.
Nice.
So, have a great day.
Seeing that video, Carolann, are you still glad you participated? What was it like watching yourself compete on a reality show?
It was very nerve-wracking, and it was actually kind of fun to watch because I hadn't seen it since I did it, so I could see how awkward I was on camera but I didn't look I don't know. I was remembering the awkwardness of participating, but I didn't portray too much on film. But look, I don't know. I would do it again if I had to.
Right on. Now, if you don't mind me asking, did being filmed on the show ever make you uncomfortable as far as having to talk to strangers and say random things, or are you more of a shy person and you kind of stepped outside your bubble, or is this kind of a normal everyday thing that you would be willing to do?
It's a little bit of both. I'm kind of shy, but at the same time, I'm outgoing. But having to do what I was asked to do was really strange because I would not normally go up and shut somebody's laptop while they were using it or ask them the words that I asked them and use them in typical sentences. So it was a little out of my comfort zone, but definitely something I would do again.
Were you given anything special for participating in the show?
I got pizza. I got a free large pizza from Pizza Hut.
Have you used that pizza yet, or maybe been a hero to all your friends?
Nope, not yet,
No.
but I'm thinking I will soon.
What kind of pizza would you be getting if you had to choose right now?
Probably a Meat Lovers because everyone in my house would eat that kind, so I could share with everybody.
Meat Lovers is definitely a good pizza to choose.
Oh, yeah.
So. Was it worth participating in the show for your free pizza?
I think so. Even
Yeah.
if there wasn't a free pizza, I would still do it.
Would you, and you kind of already elaborated on this, but would you participate in another episode of Campus Clowns or maybe a different type of reality show or game show?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a lot of fun. It kind of pushes you beyond that comfort zone.
If you had a choice, what other game shows or reality shows could you be on? Maybe what are some things that you've seen on TV that you would participate in?
I've just seen a lot of like the punked shows, so I think that's kind of what you guys are doing, but I think stuff like this is a lot of fun where you get random students and just do a bunch of crazy stuff that pushes them beyond their comfort zone. Maybe if you don't wake them up, but you could still grab them just to do random things and give them prizes. I think it'd be a lot of fun. You get a lot of people.
Are there any reality shows, game shows that you would not participate in that you can think of maybe that would just be too much for you to do?
The first one that came to my mind was Fear Factor, but at the same time I would want to push myself to overcome my fear. So I don't know. I think a lot of people wouldn't like that, but I don't know. All the risk takers, I think, would like something like that.
What about Fear Factor is it that you wouldn't, or would you not like? Is it the food, like the nasty eating part of it? Is it the intense stunts from high above ground?
Probably the intense stunts, because don't say I'm afraid of heights, but when I get up there, there's some serious vertigo going on.
Have you ever heard of the show Impractical Jokers?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
That's kind of basically what our Campus Clowns is based off of. It's four guys, they go and they challenge each other to do different things and different tactics, and so that's kind of where we came up with the things we had you do. Is we had you challenge, we had hidden cameras, and you got a prize after, or in this case, in Practical Jokers, they have a loser at the end who has to do like a super embarrassing punishment. So
that'd be funny. I think you could do more embarrassing things with this for sure. Maybe, I don't know what, but I think you could elaborate a lot on what you guys have because it's a lot of fun.
All right. So Carolann, do you have any suggestions for the Campus Clowns production crew? Maybe any other competitions you would like to see or embarrassing things we could do to make the show better?
I think you should push people beyond their comfort zone a little bit more than you did with me. I think make them be loud in the sub, make them be loud in public places, louder than they were, and just get everybody's attention to look at them. Because I think if you had someone doing that when I was in there, I would definitely watch. I would watch way more than someone closing somebody's laptop like I did. If you just made them be really outrageous and borderline obnoxious, maybe push them beyond what they'd want to do, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Right on. Well, I guess the Campus Clowns crew will have to take that into consideration now. Now, we know it's awkward to be in front of the camera, but I know that you actually work behind the camera as well and were for the sports crew at Idaho State. What can you tell me about working behind camera?
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it so much more than actually being on camera because I get to call the shots and I get to put the camera where I want it to go instead of directly at me, which is a lot less uncomfortable.
What are the major differences between the two, being in front, being behind?
I think with behind, you kind of know what's going on a little bit more than if you were in front of it because you have the script, you know what you get to do. If you're in front of it, you have to just kind of go off the top of your head with what somebody else is telling you to do. You're not as in control as you would be behind the camera.
Now, what is it exactly that you do for the sports crew behind the scenes?
We do live webcasts for all the home games for basketball, volleyball, and football. And what I do is I direct, so I sit there with the really huge headset on and I talk to all the camera guys and I get to tell them what shots to get for replays and for all the people watching over the internet so they know they can kind of keep up with the game and watch it as if they were there.
Now we have some footage of the sports crew. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Camera 1, power on. Check your focus, camera 2. Get ISU, camera 1. 1, you're live. 2, you're on standby. And can I get a crowd shot, camera 2, please?
That pertains
Fun
to the
working with
school
all the guys on the
because
crew.
I'm not an athlete of any kind, so it's a lot of fun to just
know
kind
each
of
other.
behind the scenes and see all the action that goes on to make the sports teams.
Now, Carolann, was that the first time you've ever seen that video?
Yeah, it was actually.
What did you think about it?
I liked it. It's kind of like a little insight into what we do as a sports crew, which is a lot of fun, I think.
What is the process of setting something up like that, or how does the setting up the production go?
It's long, and it used to take longer, but I think we've narrowed it down and gotten it down to a science, but we have to get there early and set up everything, cameras, tripods, the TriCaster, everything, and make sure we're streaming and everything is working well before the game actually starts. So if there's any problems, we can fix it before we actually go live.
All right. Well, Carolann, I would like to thank you for joining us this afternoon here on Bengal Banter on the campus of Idaho State University. We are all out of time. My name is Brenton Van Tassell, and we'll see you guys next time.